We're just making a YOLO play here. Final Gambit. We called it right. Alright, welcome to another video. Today we have Darkrai. This team rental was provided by Sarah Pokey0914 on X. They provide a lot of nice rentals, but this one stood out to me since we got, beat pretty bad with a Darkrai team in our previous video. We had a really good run going, and then Darkrai team just swept us off our feet. So I wanted to try. Now, this team has Calyrex Shadow as the Gravity user with Psychic Astral Barrage, Terra Dark to counter the opposing Calyrex Shadows. This one has Spooky Plate, which you still have an attack boost on your Astral Barrage, but you don't sacrifice HP like the Life Orb. Darkrai, Wide Lens to increase our accuracy with both Dark Void and Focus Blast. Attack of choice is Dark Pulse here. And then we have the Lando and Torn combination. However, we don't have Rain Dance on this one. It's Taunt and Tailwind Protect. However, we do have Lumberry. So a lot of times, the opposing Smurgles or the Amoonguss, they'll try to spore Tornadus or, the Tailwind user, etc. But in this time, we have some kind of backup, right? Or even opposing Darkrai. We can wake up. Of course, the nice Rillaboom set, pretty standard with the AV. And Smurgle, of course. We got the Wide Guard, Ruination, Follow Me Spore. So the Ruination to me is super useful. Chip stuff down by half. If you get taunted, you still have the option to stay on the field and just chip away each turn half of their HP, and then have something from the back come through and just start knocking stuff out. So let's give it a shot. I'm excited to try this team out, and hopefully we cast some chaos online. Alright, we have a hard Trick Room with Kyogre and Magearna. This is a 9 out of 10 times a Final Gambit Annihilate. And we have double redirection with Fluttermane as well. So this is a little concerning for me, I want to say. We do want to bring Rillaboom for the Ogre, but what's stopping us from doing Gravity and Dark Void? For one, the Ape can Shadow Claw Calyrex. Number two, you do have Final Gambit for Darkrai. I can also expect a speed boost Flutter here with Icy Wind into a Water Spout. So let's do this right here. I ran out of time pretty fast. I'm going with the default mode, but I almost feel like I should have brought Torn just for the taunt. So yeah, we have Final Gambit on deck. Unless... So do they go for Final Gambit Or do they go for Shadow Claw? This is gonna be interesting here. So I'm just gonna Gravity, Terra Ghost, Dark Void. Oh well, let's see if that works. If they Shadow Claw into Calyrex, it's GG's. We're just making a YOLO play here. Final Gambit. We called it right. Now they're stuck on Final Gambit. The right play for them would have been Shadow Claw the Calyrex Shadow, and that would have avoided my Gravity. Let's give them Nightmares. Alright, pretty straightforward. Astral Barrage, Dark Pulse here. Let's just start spamming attacks. That's fine. So Mag survives. That's not good. And it wakes up. They got Trick Room up, which is not good. However, she doesn't have any boosts. Now, let's go ahead and bring in our Rillaboom to Fake Out and avoid the Spore. And let's Protect here. They're gonna Wide Guard. I can almost guarantee they're gonna Wide Guard. Which is fine, because we're not going for anything this turn. But next turn we can Fake Out the Smeargle and Dark Void again. The only play around that would be if they Terra Ghost the Smeargle so they can Wide Guard again. Gleam. Yeah. They Spored. Which is very understandable. So, are they gonna call the Fake Out? Fake Out, Dark Void. Now to get around this, they have to waste their Terra on the Smeargle, which they don't. So they want their Terra. Gleam. Cool, you don't have any boosts. And Magearna does not have any sleep turns right now. Okay, so we want to save our Rillaboom, right? Who do we have in the back? Oh yeah. 2 turns of Trick Room, so we want to get Rillaboom out next turn. Let's go ahead and Wood Hammer here. And we can Dark Pulse this other slot. We don't want to Focus Blast because of the Annihilate in the back. And I'm pretty sure Kyogre's in the back too. Yeah, Kyogre. We almost Wood Hammer the other slot. I'm pretty sure they're saving their Terra for the Kyogre. Yep, They have to be saving their Terra for the Ogre, right? Okay. That's a bulky Kyogre. Gravity returned to normal. Who did you send out? Annihilate. That's cool. Let's U-turn out of here. And we can protect. Last turn of Trick Room. Yeah, Water Spout. Cool. I don't think they have not used any sleep turns with Annihilate. Unless they get a 1-turn wake here, I think we're in a good spot. Yeah, they have to do a 1-turn wake here. What are they locking into? Do we want to Astral? Or do we want to... We probably do want to Astral. I know we're protected here. And we bring in our Smeargle. I want to get rid of Annihilate before it starts Shadow Clawing away my whole team, because we have 2 Shadow Claw weaknesses. And as I said before, they were saving their Terra for Ogre, which makes sense. Now they're not weak to Rillaboom. And my guess is they are probably AV Kyogre. Yeah, that's gotta be AV Kyogre. So Smeargle's gonna survive regardless because of the Sash. Alright, we're in good conditions here. We're in good conditions. Defense rose. Attack fell, makes no difference. Now we have their Smeargle. What we can do is Psychic, Wide Guard. We get rid of all the Ogre friends, and then we can focus down the Kyogre afterwards. Okay. Did they Water Spout again? Yeah. They Water Spout again. At this point, they don't have any more speed control. So let's Astral Wide Guard. I'm just gonna keep spamming Wide Guard here. Yep. GG's. Alright, so we have an Arceus Calyrex Shadow team with Sinistcha with possible Trick Room. You got Incineroar, you got Raging Bolt, and Iron Valiant. Unfortunately, the Iron Valiant does outspeed us and is super effective against our Darkrai. And at the same time, you have Calyrex here. My worry is if they try to go Trick Room. What we can do is have Taunt on deck. This is probably a Smurgle game, to be honest. Do I want Smurgle here? Cannot bypass Rage Powder. I think both genies come in the front. We gotta make sure that our speed control is good, that we prevent Trick Room / we get our Tailwind up. Here we go. I don't know. I had mixed feelings about my lead, but is this an extreme speed set? Good news is no Sinistcha lead. Bad news is they have Iron Valiant, who is automatically faster than us. Do we want to taunt immediately or set Tailwind? Let's do this. I want to stop Swords Dance. Is that what they went for? Spirit Break, sure. That did little damage. Cosmic Power. Oh no. You're not getting that Cosmic Power. Nice try. I feel really good getting that Iron Valiant out of the way. Now we have Calyrex. So, let's do our Tailwind, and let's start chipping away the Arceus. I Earth Power in case they bring in something like Incineroar. Which, there it is. That makes a lot of sense. They want to set up their Mon. That chipped half Astral. Ooh, we took that just barely. Okay. What we're gonna do here is how many Tailwind turns we have? 3. We can change into Darkrai and protect. Astral will not kill us. And next turn we can Earth Power Incin. What I want to avoid here is giving Calyrex a boost. They targeted correctly. Astral again. They have not used their Terra yet. But we can Dark Pulse here and Earth Power, or do we just get rid of Incin? Okay, let's do that way, because they can protect. Alright. Did they protect? Yeah. Was that kind of obvious? So we're faster with the Calyrex. I'm sorry, not the Calyrex, the Darkrai. I almost want to start Focus Blasting here. Let's Dark Pulse, Earth Power. Okay. Is this where they start Cosmic Powering? Probably. They do not have Fake Out next turn though. Body Press? What? Alright, our Tailwind has petered, unfortunately. What I'm probably gonna end up doing is sacrificing someone here. They still have not used up their... They have not used up their Terra. I think I can let go of Arceus here. I'm sorry, Darkrai. Should I let go Lando here? Okay, let's protect. Let me just let him go down. So I can get Torn in next turn and start. Oh yeah, I did not want to give him a boost. I did not want to give him a boost. Yeah, he's gonna start Cosmic Powering. Okay. So, now we have to make a choice. It's Cosmic Power, Body Press, Protect. What do we want to do here? Do I just send in a Focus Blast and Taunt? I think Taunt is more valuable. Okay, okay. They were probably reading Tailwind, Dark Pulse, right? I'm assuming. You land the Focus Blast. Not enough. Okay, we chipped Arceus. Body Press is not going to do anything to our Calyrex. Here's where the scary part comes in. I'm going to Terra Dark for Calyrex. Psychic here. And I think I protect. Why? I don't want the opposing Calyrex to knock me out with Astral Barrage. And if it's Focus Sash, again, they have not Terra'd yet either. So let's give ourselves an extra turn here, just in case. We wanna bait their Terra. Did they Terra? They did not. Interesting. That did not kill. They astraled. Okay. Store power. Oh. Okay. Psychic. And let's Tailwind. Right? Are they gonna Terra? They did not. Why won't you Terra? Crit didn't matter. Now what I'm afraid of here is that they're gonna get another boost. Pollen Puff. Okay. You got me. You got me. Pollen Puff, yeah. You got me there. Very good move. Very, very good move. Yeah, they got me. GG's. This whole time, I was afraid of Astral Barraging because Arceus was going to body press me just to fall for a hidden Pollen Puff. This is why you don't reveal all your moves right away, right? That really worked out. Okay, we move on. Alright, so we have a very annoying looking team here. Alolan Muck. You have Scovillain. They can Spicy Extract onto Koraidon. And you have Calyrex Ice with Flutter Mane support and Swampert. Swampert does get Wide Guard, so what do we want to do here? Very weird team here. We cannot Gravity and Dark Void on lead here because that Koraidon, man. That Koraidon is scary. Do we try anyway? You have the possibility of Taunt Flutter. Yeah, I don't know. What we can do is follow me here. Have Darkrai in the back. And who else do I want? Definitely not... Maybe Lando. I just chose Lando out of, you know, trying to hurry up, but... Yeah, I did not think this through very well. Okay, hold on. This is a much better lead than I expected. What I can do is Gravity Spore into Muck. Ah, I forgot about that. Rage Powder. I should have stuck to Darkrai like I wanted to in the beginning. Here we go with Minimize shenanigans. They want us to get rid of Scovillain so they can get these Moody boosts, right? How about we switch into Darkrai? Are they gonna keep following me? Can we get the Dark Void on time before they get to +6 Minimize? They're gonna keep Rage Powdering. They're just gonna keep Rage Powdering. Taunt. Well, the good news is they did not minimize this turn. The bad news is I don't know if I'm still gonna land the Dark Void. We can try. Yeah, we can try. And we can start double damaging both sides if we can. Calyrex Shadow's not good right now because Muk will resist both attacks. It's immune to the Psychic and it will resist the Astral Barrage. So I chose Lando for the Sandsear double spread damage. Who did we put asleep? Thank God. No minimize. If you use minimize, shame on you. Shame on you. Alright, so this is where we start Focus Blast. Which one is stronger? Yeah, let's just get rid of the Muk. Let's get rid of the Muk. We do not want to get rid of Scovillain first because Muk will take over its ability. Oh yeah, good riddance. We're good here. We're good. We are good. Okay, who is next? Fluttermane, which, to be fair, it will try to use a fairy move, won't it? That means Koraidon's in the back. Do I want to use my Terra here? What I can do is switch to Smeargle and just start Sandsearing, right? Yeah, let's Sandsear here. So they either didn't bring Calyrex Ice or Koraidon, but with Fluttermane in the front and Scovillain, I feel like they did bring Koraidon. With that logic, I'm using my Terra on Lando. They wake up, Rage Powder. We chose a spread move, as did they. Alright. Cool. That was a good turn. Gravity turns to normal. Okay, so we can wide guard the Dazzling Gleam. That's a freaking Swampert. Where's your Koraidon? Why are they not bringing their restricteds? They had Calyrex Ice and they had Koraidon. They did not bring either. What is going on? We can wide guard and let's Earth Power here. I hope they wide guard too. I know I'm filming this very late at night. It's 1 AM right now. But like, these opponents, what? I don't understand. Are you that afraid of Darkrai? Well, it was their choice. They tried to cheese me with Muk. Nope, was not gonna let you do that. Yawn? Sure. You can yawn me. Two can play that game. Swampert cannot 1v4 everybody. Let's spore you. What are you gonna do? Protect? As a matter of fact, let's Earth Power. Yeah, just cancel. Darkrai. Yeah, I don't understand these opponents. They they didn't bring Calyrex Ice, and they didn't bring Koraidon. I understand if you don't want to bring Calyrex Ice because of the double weakness to my Calyrex Shadow and Darkrai. Okay, I get that. But Koraidon is good against Darkrai. We'll take that W though. We'll take it. Alright, so who are we up against? It's a Sun-heavy team. The only restricted is Ho-Oh, but you have Iron... not Iron. We have Great Tusk, who can Earthquake next to Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh and Whimsicott can set Tailwind, so this is a speedy team. We do want Tailwind here. Okay? We are not really going to need Rillaboom here, to be honest. I think once Tailwind is set, like, we need to prioritize getting these guys taken care of. The only issue, I don't know who I want to lead. If I lead Lando, I guess I could Sludge Bomb Whimsicott, right? We can prioritize getting rid of Whimsicott, and then we can then work with our two Gravity and Dark Void users. Let's do it that way. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, see? Sun and Whimsicott. Why don't we Tailwind and Sludge Bomb Whimsicott? Okay, we're gonna match Tailwind. Okay. Okay. They're faster. That was about 40%. What do we want to do here now? I think we can taunt Whimsicott since we know it's not Mental Herb. And Earth Power here. Yes. It's gonna outspeed us, but not gonna kill us. Endeavor. Okay. Not bad. I'll take it. Lando's healthy. Took a KO. That's fine. Garg. We can taunt it for the wide guard, right? Are they gonna try to Endeavor us again? We can protect. Do you have Encore on Whimsicott? Good. Moonblast. Okay. Tailwind on... I'm sorry. Tailwind, Endeavor, Moonblast. Let's bring out Calyrex, right? We taunted the Garganical, which means no wide guard. You cannot Endeavor me, I'm faster. Astral. Earth Power. They still have their Terra though, keep that in mind. That's a free boost. We don't need gravity right now. Free Grimnay. Earth Power. Yes. Very good. Tailwind petered. That's fine. We had matching Tailwinds. Both of our setters are out. Where's the Ho-Oh? Why did they not bring Ho-Oh? I'm confused. I don't know why they didn't bring Ho-Oh here. Well, didn't even need Darkrai here. GG's. Not sure what my opponent was thinking here. Alright, so we just got done using this team on Ranked Ladder, and yeah, I had an issue piloting it, just knowing what I wanted to lead. As much as I want to Gravity Dark Void turn 1 every game, you just can't realistically. Some of these teams that we faced were, you know, both fast and slow modes, making it kind of difficult, but you just have to know how to play around it. Double Genie lead seems to work good against a lot of these faster paced teams. Just you want to make sure you're aware of the wide guard users, you know, the prankster taunts, the opposing sleep, the opposing spore. You kind of want to make sure that you know if you want to Terra Calyrex or if you want to Terra Darkrai, because if you Terra one of the two, then you're sharing the weakness. So like the body press Arceus that we faced, if I Terra my Darkrai, yes, I'm Ghost, but then I was weak to the Calyrex Shadow and vice versa. So you really have to put your head into the game a little bit more with this team. It's not very straightforward. You don't want to default to Gravity Dark Void because there's a lot of players that expect it, they know how to get around it, they will bring Wide Guard, so just be aware. I had fun. I have never used Darkrai before, and to be honest, I will probably use it again. I want to use it more. I feel like my time with this team was very short, and I want to see what Darkrai can do in other kind of teams, other compositions. Yes, still with Dark Void, but I've seen some interesting teams, you know, paired up with Sableye, etc. We'll see. Thank you for watching. This is ChaosVGC. I hope you enjoyed the little showcase, and we'll see you next time.